Hey guys, I am Iris Gracie Kate, and this is my Q&A. So I originally planned this like 7 months ago, but I'm finally recording it. So I record on my phone, so I'm just gonna I screenshotted the questions. I'm just gonna go back and look at that. So that's why there's cuts in the video. So don't get mad at me. So the first question is from Avocado, and she asked, what is your favorite animal and dog breed? So my favorite animals, I like eagles, panthers, sharks, and gerbils. Those are my favorite animals. And you guys are gonna hate me for this, but like, I don't really like dogs. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. If I had to choose, I would probably say chihuahuas. So these next questions are from Handle, and she asked favorite fruit, favorite item, favorite door handle, and favorite plant. So my favorite fruits, honestly, I am like obsessed with fruit. Like it really just depends on what I'm craving. I just love fruit, okay? But I mean, if I had to pick one, I would say maybe like watermelon. And for favorite item, I'm assuming you mean like item I own. So I don't know because I don't want to be boring and be like my phone, and I have like too many plushies to just pick one. So I guess I'll go with something else. This pillow, this one right here. I really love that pillow. It's one of my favorites, so maybe that. Favorite door handle. Like, okay, well, besides you, I would say, like those like crystal ones, you know? Like they're just so pretty, and like I said, and my favorite plant, probably like, the iris flower.
Oh my god, bro.
Okay, these next questions are from KFC, and she asked, what is your favorite song besides Sweet Six Shooter? So that's my username. My username is Sweet Six Shooter, and it's because of that song. It's been my favorite song since I was 14. Um, but anyways, so that's my all-time favorite song, and I can't pick that one. So if I had to pick like another favorite song, like I love Olivia Rodrigo, Tate McRae, and Gracie Abrams. Like they're my favorite music artists. So like anything from them really. Like especially I've been like especially into like Gracie's stuff right now. Like That's So True is one of my favorite songs, like without a doubt. And then I also really like girly girl productions. Like I like Girly Secret and 10 Drunk Cigarettes and Girls Like Me and Anti Crush, those songs. I love those songs, okay? And there's just like a bunch of like random songs. It really just depends on my mood. So yeah, those are like my favorite songs right now. And the next question she asked is, what is your favorite season and why? So my favorite season is summer because I hate winter and I hate snow and I hate the cold. And when it is winter, I constantly complain about it. I love summer because my birthday's in summer and my favorite holiday is in the summer, which is the 4th of July. I don't necessarily like the heat, but it's better than the snow, and I like that there's no school and I get to sleep in and the weather's nice and I get to go swimming and do all these fun things. I love summer, okay? I'm a summer girly. And then the last question that KFC asked is, what is your plan for climbing through people's heat fence? So for those of you that don't know, when I made a post asking for questions, I said, if you don't ask questions, I will climb in through your heat fence. So my plan for that would to be like, I would probably like go in like from outside. Like I would go in like through the window or like the gutters or something, or I would sneak in through the garage. I would like find a secret opening in your house, probably when you're sleeping so you wouldn't know. Once I'm in your house, I would just find like an open heat vent. If the heat vent is on the floor, then it would be really easy for me. Like I could just like open up the heat vent and then crawl in. But if the heat vent is on the ceiling, it's going to be a little bit more difficult because then I'd have to climb up your walls. But I will still find a way to get in your heat vents. But since you asked a question, I'm not gonna climb in through your heat vents, at least not today. This next question is from Papa Smurf, and she asked, am I awesome sauce? So, not only are you awesome sauce, but you are supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, obviously, because Papa Smurf is a literal icon. Okay? Like, you don't even know how iconic you are. Thank you for your question. From Ginger, and she asked, can you count out? Okay, so the thing with this is I have like so many plushies. Like, I have a million plushies on my bed, and I have a million plushies on shelves. I have a million plushies in my closet, and I have a million plushies on my floor. And then I have so many plushies that also are like downstairs in like the storage closet. So I will eventually count them out, but just not like today, because then I'd have to go through like the downstairs storage closet. But I will eventually give you guys an answer to this. But if I had to make like a rough estimate of how many plushies I have, I'd probably say like 500 minimum. Like, I'm not even kidding. I actually have a problem. So these next questions are from Morgan, and she asked, what are your plans post graduation? Okay, so I actually get this question a lot because I'm in high school, and people are like kind of curious about like what the plan is afterwards. So if I'm being honest with you, like, I have no idea, like zero clue what I'm gonna do. Like, as of right now, the plan is to take the summer off, and then in September I want to like get a job and just work while I figure things out, you know, save up some money. I want to work at like some kind of store, probably like Hot Topic or Target, or like some kind of girly store. And Morgan also asked, what's your favorite color? So I have a few. I like black, white, and gray. And before I get those people that are like, those aren't colors, those are shades. No, stop. Get out. Okay. And my other favorite colors are pink, turquoise, and like lavender purple. I really like those colors. And then her last question is, are you still scared to take pills after your incident? So for those of you that don't know, and at the beginning of November, I had a headache, and so I took one of those like giant ibuprofens, those big white ones, and it got stuck in my throat. They had to go to the hospital to get it out. The answer is yes. I am like still very traumatized from that. And I actually did take a pill today, but it was like the size of a literal atom. Okay, so these next questions are from Brooklyn, and she asked, what Gracie Abrams song is your favorite? So I love Gracie. I do have a few favorite songs. So, like the basic, like common ones, like I Love You, I'm Sorry, I Miss You, I'm Sorry, and That's So True. And I also like 21 and Mess It Up, and I Know It Won't Work. See, that one, I Know It Won't Work, that one makes me cry like every time. I have not listened to all of her songs. I would like to, I just haven't gotten around to it yet. But I will eventually listen to like her new album and a bunch of her older stuff as well. But yeah, those are my favorites. And her next question is, if you could live anywhere in the world, where would it be? So, assuming you mean like somewhere like other than where I'm currently living, like, I don't know, like I kind of would want to live in like Finland or something, because like it would be so cool. Like, I've heard that Finland is like they just have a lot of really cool things. Like, it's so pretty there, and their school system is better. I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter anymore because I'm about to graduate. And people, I think were voted to be like the most happiest in Finland. So I'm like, wow, like maybe I should go to Finland, you know? Live in Helsinki, Finland, right? What is your very like specific favorite like types and genres of movies? So drama, like so much. And her last question is, if I showed up on your doorstep on a random Wednesday morning, what would you do? So I'm gonna need more information with this one. Like, when you say Wednesday morning, like, do you mean like 6 a.m. or like 11 a.m.? Because depending on what time it is, and like if I'm at school or not. Because if I'm at school, then I wouldn't actually know that you're in my house. But if I'm like home, then I guess it depends on like what time you show up. Because if you show up at like 6 a.m., then I'm gonna be like half asleep, and I'll probably think that I'm still dreaming. But you know, if you show up when I'm like actually like more awake at like 11, then I'd probably be like really excited. So, you know, you guys can show up at my house anytime and I won't call the cops on you. So, this next question is from Phineas, and she was asking about my testimony. So, for those of you that don't know, like, yes, I'm religious, so I do believe in God and Jesus, and I believe that He like died for our sins. And I'm actually working on like spiritual growth right now. Like, I want to get better at things like praying and scriptures and just like overall like connections and stuff. Um, so that's something that I'm going to really try and focus on like this summer. I'm trying to do some things now, but over the summer, I'm like really going to try and like set goals so I can better myself in that area because I think that it definitely helped me, especially now that I'm starting like a new chapter of my life in these next couple months. So I'm really excited to see like how much my testimony like grows. So these next questions are from Silly Star. She asked, "What is your biggest fear?" So my biggest fear, like honestly, I'm like scared of everything. Like I'm not even kidding. Really scared of insects. Like I can't handle insects. Like they creep me out. Okay, especially like spiders. Like I can't do spiders. Like over the summer there were so many spiders in my house. They kept getting in and I didn't even invite them. I'm also scared of like death, especially. Like I'm so scared of death. And I'm also scared of people watching me. So I would say like death and people watching me are probably like my biggest fears. Like it's just, oh, it's just really creepy. And then the next thing she asked is, "Who do you hate the most in your life?" So this is like a tricky question because like I don't know if I like hate anybody because like hate is like a strong word, but at the same time, I'm like I don't know because I mean I don't know if I can actually say his name in case this video somehow gets a bunch of views. I'm not gonna say his name, but like my friends will know who I'm talking about. Um, I don't know because it's just confusing. Like, because I don't know what I feel with him. And the last question that she asked is, "Do you have a crush?" Um, I mean, if you want to count him, then I guess he could technically be a crush, but I just do not have romantic feelings for anybody like anymore. Like I don't know. Like I'm not doing that stuff anymore. Like I can't. I'm so fed up. These next questions are from Colin and he asked, "How many organs are in your collection?" So, I actually do collect a lot of organs. Kidneys are personally my favorite. And I was actually inspired by Colin to start my organ collection. But I would probably say I have like several thousand organs because I've been collecting for a while now. And I'm very passionate about this hobby. You know, I definitely recommend this. It really just helps you find your purpose in life. You know, you just feel so fulfilled. And the next question that he asked is, "Who is your hear me out?" And the last question from Colin is, oh my gosh, I forgot what he said. Okay, so he said, "Are you more excited or nervous to graduate high school?" And honestly, I'd say I'm about 50-50. Like, part of me is so excited because I hate school and I'm just so done with it. But another part of me is like, I am so scared. And this last question is from Charlie. And honestly, like, you make a very valid point, you know? Like, maybe I should switch teams because I am, like, so fed up with men and I don't even really like guys anymore. So maybe I should just switch teams. But, anyways,